Hey y'all, welcome back to Howieverse. I'm your host Howie. Today we're gonna talk about ASML stock. The stock itself has gone up more than 28% ever since we bought it in less than 3 months. I didn't think it's going to go up this fast because I was going to DCA into the stock. However, at this point, I'll just let it run to the upside. In this video, I'm going to show you the technical chart where the stock is going to go according to the chart. So let's get to it. ASML stock has gone up more than 42% since we bought it down here. I thought it's going to go sideways for a while until the earnings over here, right? So if it's going sideways all the way over here, we have more time to DCA into the 5% of the total portfolio that we generally set out to buy the stock for. However, since the stock has ripped up to the upside in the parabolic trend, at this point, I'm just going to let the stock ride up, possibly going to the all-time high right here. I draw this horizontal line on this recent high and where it also touches the gap fill right here. Now this line becomes something that the stock has to take out before it can rip higher, meaning it is a resistance, right? If I drop there and make it white, right? So that line is a resistance now. If you look at the stock from down here to here, currently it looks like the stock is forming a bull flag, right? So if it goes sideways for a while, generally it's a good sign, just right before the earnings probably. And if it do this sideway where the stock is just setting up for a momentum to go higher, so potentially taking out this horizontal line right here. Another thing to consider is that the stock has taken out this fit blue line over here. It could very well be that the stock is going back down to this $911 ish to essentially drawn back before it can go all the way up, right? So another thing to consider is that there are resistance here, right? So after it take out this resistance, which is on this recent high, has to go retest this one, the resistance low here, right? And then I would like to see that if it can rebound back all the way up here to retest this gap fill right here. Usually it will try to fill up all the way there because it's like gap fill, just like a magnetic force that drawn the stock to go up to that level. And then after that, I think we are going back to retesting the all-time high if the stock can go up to that level. In terms of consensus, ASML has a consensus moderate buy rating based on several Wall Street analysts, right? So if you look at this week, it's still bullish and it's been bullish for several weeks now. And also for the earnings, if you go to the earnings tab, the earning forecast is EPS at 5.34, and ever since from the previous quarters, right, it's been outperforming in the EPS. And also if you look at the revenue side, it also has been outperforming quarter over quarter. And I wouldn't be surprised that at this quarter is also beat the analyst numbers. However, I would say by how much, right? So if it's beat by a little bit, probably wouldn't matter. However, it does shows that it's going to earn a lot more in terms of revenue, and the EPS is improving by a mile. Then I would say it's gonna go rip higher for the stock itself. And also for the PE, right? So if you look at the PE trading 12 month is at 32.40. A lot of people are gonna say that, hey, 32.40 is a lot. And however, considering this is in the AI sector, right? So if you look at the PE ratio of the peer average is at 53x, and also for the industry average is at 68x. So in terms of ASML, is the PE ratio is still a lot lower than the peer and the industry average. And you have to remember that ASML is a near monopoly on the extreme ultraviolet lithography machine, which are essentially for producing advanced AI chips, right? So in terms of this monopoly, also at this point, the P ratio of the ASML is a lot lower than the peer and the industry average. So factoring this in, where when the ASML go all the way to 53x, it's probably not a too far-fetched story. That's it, y'all. I hope this video helped. Whether if you are an ASML stock owner or you're thinking about buying ASML stock, I'll see you next week.